From London to Toronto, from New York to Nicosia, the pattern is familiar. Powerful leaders step down, and the retirement headlines aren't about their memoirs or charity work. They are about luxury villas, offshore trusts, and banking trails that cross continents. Today's case: former Zambian President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, a man whose so-called medical trips carried a far heavier payload than blood tests and prescriptions. What we have uncovered is a story that connects Southern Africa's political elite to global money laundering patterns every bit as sophisticated as those in the world's most notorious financial hubs. They called it a medical trip, the kind of thing that sounds perfectly boring. A former president flying off for routine health checks. But when the former president in question is Edgar Chagwa Lungu, boring goes out of the window faster than a brown envelope at a golf club. According to police insider Brown Mokotsi, these were not harmless hospital visits. These were meticulously choreographed money-moving operations where the stethoscope was just a prop and the real patient in need of attention was the offshore account. This story isn't just a Zambian drama. It's a globe-trotting, high-end property, bank-shuffling epic that stretches from Lusaka to Durban, Midrand to Constantia, and yes, even into the manicured lawns of Eswatini's most exclusive golf estates. On paper, healthcare. In practice, a real estate binge with all the subtlety of a Vegas high roller. Let's start with the now infamous Blue Valley Golf Estate in Midrand. Mokosi Slick says the plan was to pick up a multi-million-dollar mansion here under a corporate identity so buried in trusts and shell companies that it would take a UN task force to unravel it. These visits were tucked neatly between doctors' appointments. The cardiologist in the morning, the real estate lawyer in the afternoon, because nothing says medical recovery like marble floors and a 6-car garage. Then there is Durban North, August 2019. Official reason: specialist consultation. Real agenda: beachfront cafes in Umhlanga and a cream-painted villa with a pool that melts into the Indian Ocean. Price tag: 26 million rands, about 1.4 million US dollars. And in Kwacha, we are talking of billions here. Payment route: Mauritius, Botswana, Dubai. A grand tour for your money before it finally settles down in South Africa. And then there is the Eswatini plot twist. On December 6, 2021, the Zambian Financial Intelligence Center quietly sent a confidential memo to their counterparts in Eswatini. A country so small it barely shows on some maps, but somehow became a VIP lounge for cross-border political finance. The memo alleged that Lungu had accumulated wealth through corrupt activities, specifically through his friendship with Michelo Shakantu, a Zambian-born Swazi-based construction tycoon married to Eswatini's foreign minister. In 2018, while Lungu was still president, Shakantu allegedly gifted him a plot of land in the ultra-exclusive Nkonyeni residential golf estate, a place with 2 championship golf courses, nature trails, a health spa, and the real estate prizes that could give Knightsbridge a run for its money. Designs for a $4 million mansion were even circulating, sparking outrage in Zambia over undeclared gifts. The government spin at that time was, it's normal for presidents to get gifts when they travel. said the then Information Minister Dora Cilia, in the kind of defense that makes you wonder whether the whole cabinet was taking turns writing satire. But here is the kicker. Swazi media later reported the land wasn't registered in Lungu's name at all. It was tied to Shakantu's companies, and Shakantu wasn't just in construction. He also had telecom holdings, political ties to King Mswati III, and a cameo in allegations of looted Zambian road funds. According to the Swazi Secret leaks, an 890,000 document trove obtained by distributed denial of secrets, the Eswatini Financial Intelligence Unit flagged unreasonable grounds to suspect Shakantu and his associates were involved in illegal activities that might have benefited Dr. Lungu. And yet, the timing of the Zambian memo to Eswatini was suspicious. The memo was dated August 2019 when Lungu was in power, but it wasn't sent until December 2021, 4 months after he lost the presidency to Hakainde Hichilema, the many Lungu once jailed on what many saw as trumped-up treason charges. Political interference? Transparency International Zambia says that's not just likely. It's baked into the system, since the president appoints the board of the ZFIC. For international audiences, this is textbook elite impunity. Swap out Lusaka for Moscow, Nairobi or Caracas, and you recognize the playbook. 1. Win lucrative state contracts through a friendly oligarch. 2. Move money through shell companies and tax havens. 3. Acquire trophy properties in safe jurisdictions. 4. Call it diplomacy, call it health, call it anything but what it is. Meanwhile, back in Zambia, the walls were closing in. In mid-2023, police arrested Lungu's son and daughter-in-law over allegedly tainted assets worth roughly $5 million. The state seized 20 properties linked to the Lungu family, claiming they were illegally obtained. And then his wife and one of his daughters were arrested over properties valued at more than $2 million. The official charge? Proceeds of crime. The unofficial subtext? The gravy train has derailed. And yet, Lungu played the victim card. He called it a political witch hunt and said he was being harassed because he was plotting a comeback. I'm ready for it, he told the BBC in May, as though daring the prosecutors to make their next move. However, the banking records Mokosi leaked show the same choreography every time. 1. Announce a medical trip. 2. Land with a small official entourage. 3. Meet private guests in luxury venues. 4. Do a quick hospital visit to keep the cover intact. 5. Return home. 6. Watch as offshore trusts swell with millions within weeks. It's a rhythm, like Afro jazz for kleptocrats. And in the background, lawyers, political fixers, financial architects, and logistics handlers keep the money moving and the paper trail foggy. Because in the world of high-end corruption, stillness is what gets you caught. So no, this is not just about one Zambian ex-president, a dead one for that. It's about how globalized corruption works. Whether the mansions in Durban, the golf estates in Eswatini, or the penthouse in Manhattan, the system is the same. The cover stories are the same, and the arrogance is universal. And here at Zimwaves TV, we keep cutting through the PR and the diplomatic small talk until the trail ends, or until those who built it start tearing it up themselves. Subscribe now, because the next leak might make this one look like a warm-up lap at Nkonyeni.